Hello YouTube and welcome back to my channel. Today I have a special Halloween pick a card here in which we are going to delve into, what you need to know right now. What's the current energy at play for you? There are 3 groups here for you guys to choose from today. We have the Kitsune Fluorite for group 1. We have the Crazy Lace Agate Dragonfly for group 2. And we have the Labradorite Dragon Pentacle for group 3. Please do remember that this is a general reading and not a personal reading. So there's absolutely no reason to take anything personally. If something is not resonating for you, take what resonates and leave the rest. If you feel drawn to listen to more than one group, then do so. This is about you and your intuition and what your gut is telling you, what your guides are trying to tell you. You need to be open and really listen thoroughly, because when you do that, honestly, it's like you're going to find yourself on the correct path in life. If you constantly second guess yourself or ignore the messages that come through, like when you're feeling them very strongly, that's when things go a little awry. So tarot is a tool in which to hone into your intuition, and basically it's another way to get in contact with yourself, to figure shit out. Okay, so go ahead and select whichever group is calling to you, and I'm going to get into those of you who chose group 1 with the Fluorite Kitsune here. This is going to be your reading. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's really cool. Anyway, all right, let's see what came up in the cards. What messages are coming through to you for you guys right now? So we have the Magician is the overall energy, okay? You have the tools and the skills really right now to make stuff happen for you. The veil is extremely thin today. Now is the time definitely to do some introspection, contact your guides, whatnot. And really set your goals for the coming spring, what you would like to achieve, where is everything going? Because right now you have the tools to start planning it out and setting things in motion for sure to bring some success into your life. And yeah, we have the 8 of Ghosts, which is the 8 of Cups. This is moving away from something and really following your path, okay? Leaving behind the things that are no longer emotionally satisfying for you in life. This could talk about taking a spiritual journey. This could talk about following your dreams, and now is the time to definitely plan for that, because you do have what it takes to succeed. And we literally have the Chariot. This is definitely about an inward journey. A lot of people like to interpret the Chariot as to mean movement or moving. And yes, it could definitely mean that for some of you, but it is really the Chariot. This is Cancer's card, and this is about going within on an inward journey to figure your shit out. What skills, where do you want to go from here? Where do you want to see yourself in 5 years from now? For some reason that is coming up, like somebody here needs to definitely be figuring out their 5-year plan, because you have what it takes. We have the Page of Bats too. And this in particular is swords. And with the Page of Bats, there can be some definite, I feel like this is kind of like where you're at right now. You're at the beginning of a new phase, but this is about news and messages that are coming in for you. This is like a time where you can really, especially starting tonight, you can tap into those other realms to receive messages, especially if you're in a heavily meditative state. You can be getting a lot of news and messages this way. Also, just you're going to find something out that's going to literally make it easier for you to move on. Pages are always newbies. It's the start, it's the beginning, it's that air energy. Also, watch out for getting involved with gossip at this particular time. You don't have time for that shit. Don't do it. There could be someone around you who is definitely gossiping or talking a lot, or like I said, you're going to find out a piece of information that's going to make it even easier for you to move on. And we have guide. Look at this. Literally, you have guide. And we have witch. That is amazing that these two cards are coming up, considering I said, hey, you know, this is the time where you can really get in contact with the, you know, the other realms, your guides, practice a little magic, and you can definitely make shit happen. When it comes to transformation for yourself, most definitely. Going on that inward journey, especially during, you know, over the rest of autumn going into winter. And then by Aries season, the beginning of Aries season, which is the beginning of the astrological new year, there's brand new, you know, beginnings on the horizon for you. Be paying attention to that. We also have, look at this. I don't believe this. We have Cancer, the doula, and we literally have Cancer's card right here. So you're going to be definitely, I mean, for some of you also, there could be, some of you could be finding out something about your mom or your mom's side of the family that is going to bring about some revelations, and it's going to, I think it make like it easier to move on. Maybe you've been stuck, like harping on something or feeling the pain or hurt of something that has happened in the past, and I feel like this is going to be resolved and you're going to be able to move on. So we have feeling, sympathetic, comforting, nostalgic, protective, intuitive, birthing, tender, nocturnal, caring, moody, receptive, lunar, sentimental, introverted, defensive, and family oriented. Also, I got to mention that there could be this moment coming in here when you make this inward journey. And like for some of you, you're literally going to be making a physical move in the future here. But this is like going to, I feel like for somebody here, you're going to be really tapping into that soul family. You're going to meet your soul family if you haven't already. And it's going to become quite evident and quite clear. It's just like, I don't know why. I just like, I'm seeing this weird scene where there's like people and they're coming from like, you know, like kind of like a crossroads, and they're like coming together all at once. And there you all poof meet at the same time in the same place. And there's going to be such a strong like karmic connection between all of you because, you know, you guys have probably been together through many lifetimes. And it's like, this is just like your soul tribe. This is who you've gone through, you know, multiple millennia with, you know, as a soul. We also have, look at this, Neptune with dreams and Uranus with revolution. Oh yeah, change is on the horizon for you guys big time. You know, Neptune is like literally, this card is about following your dreams, and literally you have, you know, Neptune with dreams here. I feel like for some of you, this move or this change in your life here is going to be viewed by many people, possibly even especially your mother or a strong dominant female in your life, that as like you're revolting, you're rebelling against what, you know, the past, you know, family traditions or something has been, but this is for the better. It needs to happen. I feel like for some of you, you're even breaking some family karmic chain that is like been some, you know, past life pain that's been carried on through different lifetimes, and it's like you're going to be breaking that change and breaking that chain and bringing about change. Sorry. So with Neptune here, it's about imagination, memories, the subconscious, self-sacrifice, ideals, universal love, visions, exactly, meditation, there it is, spirituality, compassion, empathy, fantasies, escapism, the ether, enchantment, confusion, veils, and magic. Now is definitely the time to be studying more about this. Now, I have posted on my Patreon a bit of information about thought forms and how absolutely vital it is to really understand what a thought form is and, you know, what you send out, you know, especially when it comes to the realm of thought, you know, what that's all about and stuff like this. If you want to check that out, go ahead and head over to my Patreon. But it's really important and very imperative right now that you really watch the thoughts and the things that you tell yourself, because it is really forming your future here, okay? So with the Uranus energy, we have breakthroughs, brainstorming, originality, insight, awakening, technology, innovation. My skeleton went off. Humanitarianism, reform, surprise, freedom, experimentation, the unexpected, rupture, edge, diversity, and lightning. I feel like you guys might have come from a background where there wasn't a whole lot of diversity, but you're like craving that and you really want that in your life. And it is important. It's part of your journey to go delve into, immerse yourself in that, okay, at this particular time for sure. Now I'm going to look at the extended messages here with these two particular cards. So with the guide, you know, this is definitely talking about how there is guides available. They're all around you right now, and they want to help you. So it's time to reach out to them, and you are being shown a path towards your goal or the way to a better situation. Literally, I mean, that is what this is, okay? For some of you, this ancestor, you have an ancestor around you who is definitely, you know, considered a witch when they were alive. And they are quite powerful, and they are your patron, you know, ascended, you know, ancestor who is here to help you out. And they're definitely around you right now. And literally have witch and we have magician. I mean, come on, you guys. This is the energy around you right now. Tap into that shit. Especially during certain phases of the moon. We do have the full moon lunar eclipse coming up on November 8th. You're definitely going to want to, I mean, because we have like Chariot and we have Cancer here. Really be freaking working with that full moon energy at that particular time, okay? Full moons are a very interesting, magical time, okay? You know, and their energy can be utilized for many things, okay? Now is the time to learn about it and study up on that, okay? It's not just one thing that a full moon represents, okay? It's many, so look into it. Anyway, with the witch card, it says you have all the skills and power needed to accomplish your task or goal. Exactly. That is what the magician here is telling you. It's kind of wild. Okay. Some of you could be very good healers. Some of you are definitely good with alchemy. And this also talks about that there is a teacher figure around you. So there could literally be physically, your guide is trying to push you in the direction of somebody who is a teacher, a mentor, that is available to you at this time. But I do feel like that is what your guide is to you as well. And for some of you, I think you know who that is. Why do I want to say for somebody here, it's your grandmother? Who has passed on, okay? But their energy is so surrounding you and definitely around you at this particular time. And they really are trying to help you, okay? So pay attention. So anyways, that's it. That's all I'm seeing for this group. Make sure to hit the bell, like, and subscribe. If you would like to see more readings or get a personal one, you can head over to my Patreon. The link is in the drop-down box below. Thank you guys for being with me, and I will catch you next time. Dragonfly group, group 2. This is going to be your reading. Let's take a look at the energies at play right now. Dragonflies are amazing creatures. I mean, the things that they go through just to reach this stage, they spend half their life in water and then they emerge, you know, from that water to fly away. I mean, there's not a lot of creatures on earth that are like this. It's kind of amazing. So I feel like metamorphosis is the key word for this group at this particular time. So I feel like big metamorphosis, big changes are coming in your life. So let's take a look and see what that is. So the overall energy we have here is the Emperor, taking charge of your own life or dealing with an Aries in particular. That's going to be an integral part of your journey, your path. Some of you are an Aries, but this is about owning and ruling your own shit, your own world, being a leader, you know, really taking charge of your own life at this particular time is going to be very imperative. And also it's kind of interesting, especially what was brought up in group 1. I feel like, you know, now is definitely the time to go about putting everything in process to bring about great change in your life. If there's something you want to change or something that you want to start anew, especially in Aries season, because Aries season is the beginning of the astrological new year. It is spring. It is new beginnings, new growth. Whatever it is that you're trying to bring about comes spring, now is the time to be working on that all through the rest of autumn and into winter, okay? Because it can manifest come Aries season. So what else do we have here? We have, oh yes, justice. We have Libra energy. We have the Two of Pumpkins. This is about, it's a delicate balancing act. There is definitely, since with these two cards coming out, there is definitely a need for you guys to have more balance in your life. All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy, as they say, right? I just quoted The Shining. Anyway, it's an older quote than that, but it's in that movie. So anyway, so yeah, now is the time to definitely be balancing it out more. Like if you guys are working too hard, it's time to have some more fun. If you guys are doing nothing but fucking around and playing, it's time to get more serious. There's definitely a delicate balance here that needs to come into play. You need to weigh the options and, get things under control, because sometimes they could get a little out of balance. And it's going to be, as you're going like through the rest of autumn and into winter, it's going to be imperative that you make sure that you're balancing everything out. Don't overindulge too much. Make sure that if you're going to go out and party, that the next day you detox your body out and, you get some exercise and some fresh air. Be taking care of your health at this particular time too. We also have the Page of Ghosts. So this is the Page of Cups. It's very interesting because we had a page come out in group 1 too. And this is having that lust for life. This is, kind of like crush vibes. It's definitely artistic, very creative kind of energy, very, very watery. And, I feel like you guys are super excited for a new beginning, especially in that kind of realm, the realm of like feeling emotionally more balanced. Also, like for some of you are involved in some sort of creative endeavor, especially come, I feel like if you guys have been really working on like trying to start your own business or start a new line of study or something like this, it's definitely going to work out in your favor because we have the Emperor here, especially come Aries season. Like I said, it's like there's big changes afoot, and it's like it's going to bring nothing but like bliss and happiness and, big crush vibes. For some of you, you might actually be having a crush on somebody, or starting up even possibly a new relationship. Or some of you have been very actively dating, and you might even be trying to balance out between two, I'm just going to say it, between two different people, very Libra energy or very Aries energy. But I'm going to say this too, for some of you, you guys have been working super hard on, this is a very specific message, okay? Some of you could be going into law or the justice system, okay? And you're going to have a superior who you will be working side by side with, who definitely gives off this, Emperor kind of energy. This is a mature masculine energy, hardcore. And you might even end up getting the feels for this person. Just going to say it, okay? That's a very specific message. But they're going to have you mighty busy and trying to juggle a lot of things, but it's like you're going to love every bit of it. So we have luck. Look at that. We have good luck. And we have mayhem. This is interesting. So, it's kind of funny. Be careful to maintain the balance or things can get a little hairy. That's the point of the mayhem card here. We also have the first, oh my God, we have Aries house here. That's coming up. What the fuck? So yes, we have the first house of self. This is Aries house in astrology. And we have the moon with feelings. Oh my God. I said you're going to get those feels. Or you're just feeling super passionate and super charged about what you're going to be doing with your career here, okay? Like so hard, all right? But you have luck on your side. And you also have a very awesome person in your life who can really act as a mentor and be helpful to you. All right. So with this first house of self, also watch what you project out there. You're being watched right now, okay? How you present yourself is everything in this case, okay? Physical body, outlook, self-image, life philosophy, consciousness, opinions, awakening, self-awareness, arrival, expression, gateway, and entry point. I feel like this is like an entry point. This is the gateway into your future career. Don't fuck it up. Okay. Watch the way that you are presenting yourself. Make sure you're always putting your best foot forward. And please, for Christ's sakes, watch what you say. Make sure that, you're not too hasty with speech. I'm just going to say that. Okay. But also be taking good care of your body right now, because things are going to get a little bit hectic in the future here. And I feel like you maintaining a regular fitness and nutrition routine is really going to help stabilize you and, make it so that you can power through. Okay. Oftentimes, when people get too overwhelmed, they don't take time out for themselves and they don't care for their bodies. And that's when things go to shit, and that's when health problems arise. As long as you are taking good care of your health, you're working out on a regular basis, and you're eating the correct way, healthy, not a bunch of junk, then your mind is going to be able to maintain clarity, and you are going to have the stamina you need to push through, to follow through. Okay. Nothing is as good as, like, especially if you had a rough day or you've had a really stressful day, to get outside, move your body, or get on a trip, wherever you feel your happy place is when it comes to working out. I personally love to be outdoors because it just, like, you're grounding and releasing your energy. Like, as you charge through, like for me, running through the freaking woods or riding my bike really fucking fast through mountain trails or through, the forest really is helpful. It clears the mind, makes it so that you can focus, especially if you're like stuck or you're dealing with a blockage. Okay. Creatively, even get the fuck outside, change the scenery, and get some damn fresh air. Okay. It is so helpful. I cannot stress that enough. Working out, raising those endorphins and letting it free. Oftentimes too, when I'm feeling really mopey or I'm just feeling like shit and I'm like trying to talk myself out of working out. Okay. I force myself to go do it anyway. And when I do, I always have the best workout ever. It is so weird how that works. So just saying. So definitely, this is going to be a pretty emotional time phase that you're going into, all the way into spring, where it's very important to use your instincts, nurture yourself, be paying attention to gut reactions. Make sure that you have a happy place when, at the end of the day, where you feel comfort. Watch out for that digestion, because the moon does rule the stomach. If you guys are feeling too much stress, you're going to have, tummy problems. This is why it's important to work out and release that freaking pent up energy, and also eat correctly, because it could actually help your digestion. Okay. Make sure that your home is nice and comfy at this particular time. Watch out with maybe picking up too much, or being with family members in particular. Watch out that, they're not trying to dump their shit onto your plate too much, especially if you're having a very stressful time. Balance, folks, balance. Okay. You can't fix people's problems for them. They have to fix them themselves. What you can do is be emotional support when you need to, but don't let people use you as a doormat. Okay. Seriously, you guys, don't do that. This also has to do with conditioning, habits. Get rid of unhealthy habits at this particular time. If you are working that feminine energy, now is the time to really tap into it and let it shine. Work it, girl, work it, lineage, information about your lineage could be coming up at this time. Privacy is very important in your life. Remember what I said about watching what you're saying. Keep it private. If you have some specific thought in your head, don't just say it out loud. Keep it to yourself. Embodiment. It says embodiment, you guys. So literally, you are the embodiment of success. Don't fuck up that image. That's what I just want to say. So this is about emotions, sustenance, self-soothing, moods, and mother. For some of you, like, your mother could be kind of like fucking draining right now, always trying to whine in your ear or something like this. Tell her to get off her ass and go work out. It's like, literally, it's like, okay, I'm here for you. I love you, mom, but I can't fix your fucking problems for you. Come on, or even encourage, your mom to get out there and exercise with you, or go for walks. Or this is a way that you can get in contact and, like, to bond together if you've been having some miscommunications or something as of late. Take it away from the home, away from her house, your house, and go out in nature and talk it out. You know what I mean? Okay, so let's take a look at these two cards here for further extended messages. Obviously, you got some good luck headed your way here for sure. Luck is definitely on your side. This is wish fulfillment time at its fucking finest for you guys, okay? But you got to maintain the balance here. It's a great time to start a new project, especially one that is creative in nature. You definitely have success, prosperity, and the odds are in your favor, okay? And if you're trying to reach out to a specific person or a mentor, now's the time to do it because they're definitely going to be able to help you. With the mayhem, now this is where the balance comes in, the balancing act, because there could be confused activity, some turbulence and strife, but I have a feeling this isn't necessarily with you. It's somebody affecting you. So look to see where you have oppositions in your natal chart. For some of you, it could definitely be with, the moon or your mother, okay, most definitely, where they're going to be affecting you hardcore at this particular time, they could be like having some, turbulence and strife in their life and just like a mess. They could be really stressed out. Just be careful that you don't take on their emotions, okay? You need to be detached from the situation because otherwise it's going to make you confused and it's going to cause a lot of chaos, okay? Inner strength is definitely needed dealing with the situation. And also, this person, why they could be freaking out. And this could just be a matriarch or a strong feminine figure in your life too, not just necessarily your mom, but literally it's like they are having unwanted changes in their life right now. But change is change. It is what it is. Maybe they have heavy fixed energy and they don't know how to deal with change. Okay. But in this case, it's like change always happens. It is the one constant in the universe, okay? Besides love, that is always happening. And there are certain groups of people who just cannot hack change, but they have to. They don't have a choice. This could have to do with a Saturn return for some of you even, okay? But it is what it is. It's like, just be careful that you don't get too embroiled in other people's bullshit or emotions right now, because you have enough on your plate to deal with as it is, okay? So anyway, that's it. That's all I'm seeing for this group. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for further notifications. If you would like to see more readings by me, please go head over to my Patreon. Or if you're looking to get a personal reading, I do have personal reading tiers over there. Information's in the drop-down box below. So thank you guys for being with me, and I will catch you next time. Those of you who chose my last group, group 3, with the Labradorite Dragon Pentacle. God, I love this thing. The flash is really, I don't know if you guys can see that. It's very blue. It's so pretty. I love it. Anyway, this is going to be your reading. Let's see the main energy at play here. And we have the Fool. This is taking that leap of faith, a brand new beginning, a restart. You guys are going to risk it to get the biscuit here, it looks like. And we have, holy shit, yes. Oh my God, we have successive cards. We have the Magician. Look at that. Because you have the tools of what it takes. Okay. I feel like for some of you, this is definitely a calculated risk you're about to take. But for some of you, it's just like, you're like, fuck it, and you're just going to leap off that cliff. But it's because you have a strong faith in yourself that you have what it takes. And guess what? It looks like you do. Most definitely. We have the, we have the King of Wands. Oh, baby. And we have the Six of Pumpkins. Okay, which is the Six of Pentacles. So with this coming up here, you taking this leap is a good thing, because literally it's leading you on the path, or maybe you've been offered a position or a job or an internship with a specific masculine energy here who's quite fiery in nature, very charming, very handsome, very well liked, but very loyal as fuck. Okay, like literally when they care about someone, they're in it to win it. They don't frickin' fuck around. They could be a bit theatrical, but I feel like this person is like super charming. And it's like the thought that you are getting picked up to be taken under their wing is just like, kind of like, you're like, oh my God, I can't believe this. This is so fucking amazing. And you're like kind of freaking out about it because you get to work side by side with someone so smoking fucking hot. I don't know why. It's just like, that's what I want to say here. It's pretty fucking fascinating. It's so interesting. Why will this not stay on today? I guess the battery's starting to shit out. Anyway, okay. So yes, very fascinating stuff here. So let's continue on and see what else we have here in the deck. We have Pisces, the Mystic, and we have Jupiter with expansion. Oh, look at that. All right. This is going to be fascinating what I'm about to say, because, this is fire energy. I mean, this is very Leo-y kind of energy for sure. But I'm just going to say fire signs in general, okay? And especially since we have Jupiter, Sagittarius energy, okay? For some of you, this could also require, you are getting picked up and taken into a study program that could even take you to a different location. You know, for a good few of you, it could be overseas. But this is where you're going to meet this person, and it's just like they're going to expand your horizon so fucking much. Pisces, the original ruler for Pisces, is also Jupiter. The modern ruler is Neptune. I do whole signs when it comes to astrology. So I'm always, you know, going with the original rulers of things. I still, you know, take into consideration modern ones too. But the original rulers are where it's at with me, as I found over time here. So for some of you, you are definitely either working one of these fire signs, especially Sagittarius or Pisces energy, or this person is definitely got this kind of vibe about them. So you're going to be blown away getting to be around this person. Okay. I feel like some of you very psychically have known for a while this was going to happen. You've possibly even dreamt about this person beforehand. Some of you might actually have your Jupiter in the 12th house, which does, you know, the 12th house does refer to foreign cultures, foreign places, foreign lands, even foreign people. For some of you, you have that Jupiter in the 12th house, which means that for some of you, you could have definitely dreamt about, this is like a soulmate coming in possibly here. And you could have definitely been dreaming about this person beforehand. You had to work so hard to get to this point in order to meet this person. In particular, if you are a feminine looking for a masculine, you know, energy, this is where it's at. This is that person, okay? They're coming in. And oh my God, it's like, like I said, you had to work really hard to get to this position because they are a person of power and authority themselves. Okay. We have a king energy here, of course. So this is definitely someone who's more mature. And, you know, for some of you, this is not going to happen until you've reached that maturity level. But I feel like for a lot of you, this is like soon here in the future. But this person, I mean, this Jupiter energy, for some of you, the place that you're going to be moving, there's like a couple places that I'm seeing here. London, Washington, D.C., Hawaii, Ireland, south of France is very specific. Damn, that's coming up. Like Monaco area or something like this. Wherever there's a casino. It's Europe and there's a casino. I mean, it's kind of interesting. I mentioned Hawaii too, and, you know, Ireland. These are both islands, very lush, very green, and there are, you know, rainbows a lot because of the weather. But it is kind of funny because, you know, Pisces energy is all about water and stuff. So for some of you, it's definitely that. And, you know, I'm just going to say it, where I know where there is a Ferris wheel like this in Washington, D.C., and it is on the water. You know, it's like right near the water. So, and I believe in London, that's kind of how it is positioned. I mean, my Londoners out there, you can correct me if I'm wrong. Isn't it kind of near a river? So yeah. So anyways, with Pisces here, it's imaginative, compassionate, healing, empathetic, mystical, adoring, magical, allowing, dreamy, ephemeral, enigmatic, spiritual, emotional, escapist, impractical, oceanic, there it is, self-pitying, and illogical. So, you know, this is going to be like, I feel like a very spiritual kind of thing. It's like so crazy because all these synchronicities are just going to line up. And when they do, it's like, and when I say synchronicities, I'm not talking about numbers on a clock. I'm talking about like literal, like you could see a number on a clock, but then at the same time, you're hearing something specific and something is literally happening right around you, or someone will even say those numbers or something like this. And, you know, there's going to be like a whole series of events that happens right in front. That's a synchronicity. Okay. And that is what is, I feel like you're going to have like so many synchronicities. It's just like, you're like, what the fuck is going on? You know, and then you're going to have heavy dreams and it's like, they're going to be prophetic and you're going to know that this is coming in. Okay. With the Jupiter expansion, we have enthusiasm, optimism, generosity, benevolence, beliefs, luck, seeking, travel. Travel has definitely got something to do with this. Positivity, lectures, foreign cultures, teaching, pilgrimage, chance, expansion, leaping, exploration, and potential. There's a whole lot of potential here. But again, as with anything, when it comes to meeting someone, and good astrologers will tell you this, okay? I mean, I have taken multiple courses now in astrology, and they all say the same fucking thing. Nothing's going to happen in your life unless you take action, okay? If you want to meet somebody, you literally have to get out there and meet people, okay? You can't just hide in your house and expect freaking Prince Charming or Princess Charming to fucking knock on your door. It isn't going to happen, okay? You absolutely must take action. The energy's there. Are you going to freaking use it, or are you going to hide in your hidey hole? You know what I mean? That is the case here. You absolutely must take action. You must be public. You must put yourself out there, and you must be seen. There's no way around it. Not going to happen otherwise. So with this in particular, I have to mention too, watch out for too much excess. Okay, when it comes to Jupiter, because Jupiter expands everything. That means you can go overboard with certain things too. So watch out and reel it in. Okay, we also have family and we have story time. This is so interesting that this is coming up. Why do I feel like for some of you, your family has been telling you a story for far too long that is just not fucking you? It's not your truth. It's their story and their rhetoric and what they are trying to project on you for a very long time. But that's not who you are or what you're meant to be. It's time for you to take that leap and go into the unknown for yourself to figure yourself out. Do not let other people's stories tell you who you are. You know who you are, okay? And this is the time that you need to figure that out. Also, for some of you, I'm just going to say it, this career, this opportunity could definitely be having to do something with literary abilities, where you could be putting together, this could even be somebody in the entertainment industry who's going to get a position where they will be working on scripts or something like this. Or maybe you're going to be working under a very powerful editor for a book publishing company, a publishing house. But, I don't know. It's like, I feel like watch the stories that you're telling yourself, because are they true? I just want to say that. Also, I feel like this person, you're about to find, and this is interesting because this came up in another group too, that you're about to find your family, your soul tribe. It's really coming together. This opportunity is leading you to that. And this could even be the person that you end up having a family with, you know what I mean? Starting a family. So extended messages for the family and the story time card. Let's take a peek at that. So with the family card, I really feel like that this is like having to do with some of you, you have very supportive family members and that they are there for you and they've got your back. Whereas I feel like you have like a particular family member who's like rooting for you to be successful in this. Whereas some of them might be a little freaked out or like, I don't know. I get the sense that like, if you leave that you're going to cut them off or somehow you're never going to see them again or something like that. And this is the time that you need to reassure them that that's just not the case, that you must do this in order to fulfill your own destiny. Okay. Not theirs. This is about you. Okay. Being happy in life. Also, this is definitely the time where you have, ancestors bestowing their wisdom on you for you to tap into at this particular time. Again, we had that Pisces energy. Okay. Pisces is like always working. We've got one foot in, on earth and the other foot, in the ether all the time. Pisces are, highly intuitive people and can definitely tap into that other side. I feel like this is definitely a time when you guys have your ancestors at your fingertips and they have advice and they're trying to send you messages. So definitely be paying attention at this particular time, okay? But you also have a lot of abundance right around the corner for you, especially if you listen to the advice from those passed on ancestors, okay? You can really tap into that at this time. And with the story time card in particular here, this is about sharing wisdom and knowledge. Again, this person, like literally, they could have been a passed on matriarch in your family or somebody that you haven't even met in this life, but they were a very important figure in your past life. And they are definitely guiding not only you, but possibly a sibling or even your significant other. Like literally they are guiding and like watching over you both and trying to like bring you together. I mean, even look at this image. We have the main figure with the two younger ones, and you see what's going on here? And even there's a black cat. I mean, what the hell? Okay, I mean, seriously, that is what's happening here. It's so fucking cool. Also, this is about learning and expanding your knowledge, and literally we have expansion right here. So I feel like for some of you, this definitely has to do with college or university, or going into a degree program like in a doctorate or something like this. Also, this is about making improvements, lessons in memory, and ancestral guidance. You literally have two cards talking about ancestral guidance. Today the veil is super thin. You guys should definitely do a meditation tonight. Tapping into that ancestral guidance. Set up a little altar and pay respects to your ancestors tonight and going into tomorrow, because it is the Day of the Dead. So go for it, you guys. Amazing stuff is going to happen for you here, especially for the people who are going into school or a program or an internship. Amazing shit. Okay. You got what it takes. You're going to make it. All right, so that's it. That's all I have for this group. Please make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for further notifications. In the drop-down box, there's the link to my Patreon where you can view more readings by me, as well as jump on one of my monthly reading tiers, which, at each month you will get a personal reading of whatever type you sign up for. So thank you guys so much for being with me, and I will catch you next time. Bye-bye.